Hi, my name is Isabella. I am the mother of 4 kids, and I would like to render my voice to the ongoing issue about the Munoz family and Marlise, who has been on life support since November. This case has taken a turn which is very painful to the family, and I would like the Munoz family to know that I am very sorry about what is happening to them and the pain that they are going through. I would like to share a story of something that happened when I was about 17 years old, something which impacted my life until now. I was in hospital in a remote part of Zambia, suffering from malaria, and I had been hospitalized there for a few days. One day, whilst I was lying in my bed, a woman walked in, aided by a man whom I believe must have been her husband. She was very pregnant. Her pregnancy was really big, and she was admitted right away and given a bed. She lay down, and one of the doctors, who happened to be a Cuban doctor, because at that time in Zambia we did not have a lot of doctors, this young doctor came to attend to her. And as we learned from the interview that went on and what the report the man gave, the woman had suffered a snake bite. The husband left her and returned to the village, of course, I'm sure, to go and attend to some other business, and the woman lay in bed. She had come in looking rather good, and as the doctors treated her, within a few minutes, I saw her deteriorate so badly. She began to cry out and to grab for things, and to restrain her, they tied her hands to the bed. And the only thing she could do was turn her head from side to side, and before long she was spitting this heavy, thick saliva and crying out for her mother. When she stopped, the doctor stopped everything they were doing. And apparently, her situation worsened when the doctor removed the tourniquet, which had been on the part of the toe where she had been beaten. It seemed they could not help her, nor did I see them administer anything other than give her intravenous fluids. I was so young that I did not know what was happening when they covered her up and everybody walked away. But from the reaction I noticed in the women around me, I knew there was something wrong. The women hung their heads as they looked at her and said, "Look, see, oh God, this is so painful." And when I looked at her, I saw movements under the blanket. And I knew that the baby within her was moving. And the baby was tossing around and tossing around and tossing around, at one time so violently. And then it was quiet. What I did not understand was that the baby in her womb had been alive. And after the woman died, the baby also eventually died. Maybe it did not matter to me at that time, but it would come to haunt me each time I got pregnant. And now, as we look at the case of Mrs. Munoz, My thoughts are the same. Mrs. Munoz wouldn't have loved to be put on life support. As a woman, as herself, if she had been given a chance to think about being put on life support because of the potential of her baby surviving, would she have thought about it differently? That is my question.